live. It's Saturday night. We have not a thrift store haul, but a
yard sale haul.
Woo woo! Yay for neighborhood yard sale day.
Jamie basically went to a neighbor's house, grabbed this big old box, and filled it up. And she's like,
$40.
$40 for the whole box.
I told her, she knows me. We're good friends. She's actually a YouTuber. They have a channel called The Dykes Fam, D-Y-C-H-E-S. It's a family channel. And she knows that I go to DI, and I said, I'll shop your yard sale. She didn't have prices on anything. I said, I will tell you what I would pay for at DI, and then give you that. And she was totally happy. They're about to get in an RV and go across America, so she was happy.
Yeah,
to get
they're
rid of
gonna
stuff.
spend a year with their 4 kids going across the U.S., like touring all the state parks and all the fun sights to see. So that should be fun to watch on their channel.
For sure, yeah. And I was happy to buy their old junk, so we did that. I got this piece off Facebook Marketplace, which is basically like a virtual yard sale.
Yeah.
And we may have done a thing.
We do have some news, but we'll get to the thrift store haul, the
and
yard
then we'll
sale.
talk about all the things that happened in our life this week. I feel like it's a big week for us.
Yeah, we only got 4 videos up. That's my fault. I could have gotten 5 up, but it would have been like 3 videos in a 24-hour period.
Yeah. So if you're just new to our channel, on Saturdays we go live with thrift hauls. Today it's a yard sale. Make sure you hit subscribe, and don't forget to go to JamiRayVintage.com, because that's where you can find all the paint and products we use.
So we don't have individual pricing on this stuff.
I do.
It was, oh, Jamie knows how many.
Well, I hope I can recall it, because it was $40 total, but I believe I said $3 on that.
Well, this is what she did. She was going through our neighbor's yard sale,
and I said,
she's
paid
like,
$3.
I'd buy this for this much at the thrift store, and our neighbor was like, yeah, go, do it.
So we won't do anything to this. It's way cute. It just gets screwed onto the wall, so we'll screw it onto
black
the wall.
metal. Takes 4 screws back here.
You could totally put pictures above it.
Or all kinds of succulents in there. Like
I don't think I'd do succulents. I think I would do
those little succulents, like big old row of them.
Okay, that would be cute. But I'd probably do pictures.
Maybe in a bathroom.
Mudroom.
Mudroom.
Bathroom.
We might be getting one of those.
Kids' bedroom. I don't know. But anyways, $3. I'll sell it for probably like $16 or $17. It's really cute. All right, give me that.
All right, put that over to the side.
Now that has parts.
This
I
has
didn't just buy a base. Has a topper and a base. $4 for this. Comes with the topper.
Oh, I was wondering what all this was.
She painted the top, but she didn't paint the base. I'll paint.
What is this that she got? This would look cool with like a blue color on it and the gold coming back through.
Maybe with some lemons in it.
Oh, fill that thing up with lemons. That'd be awesome. Centerpiece for your
summertime.
table. You could even put real lemons in it.
The base is really cool. Show them the base. It's got like some really fun detail that when we wet distress.
This is hard to carry all together.
We might need to just use some E6000 and make it permanent.
No, because then you couldn't wash it if you did like keep real fruit or something in there.
Nobody's gonna put real fruit in that.
Why? It's open to the top. It's vented.
Okay, I'm still gonna E6000 it because it'll break before it gets to the shop.
Fake lemons. So that's what the bottom looks like.
I'll sell that for $20 or more.
Maybe
probably
we'll
20,
paint this when
probably
we're done.
22 as is. If I fill it, maybe with the cost of the filler, because filler can be expensive. Although IKEA has lemons, I bought some today.
Here, I'm gonna bring that camera down just a little.
This was $4 for this giant candlestick.
We're moving. There we go.
You guys are gonna die when you find out what I paid for this curio.
I was
like, I saw it in Marketplace and I messaged them. I'm like, is it really that price? And they were like, yeah, my sister's selling it. Text her. So I texted the sister thinking it was gonna be gone, and she's like, sure. She even took Venmo and we picked it up later.
We traveled half an hour to get it. 15 there, 15 back, but totally worth it to get that. This is a pretty giant candlestick.
It's bigger.
It's bigger than my forearm and hand.
Yeah, so cute.
Probably close to 20 inches. It's a little loose on the top, little glue, be done. Probably paint that white so the black comes through nice.
It'll be fancy.
What is this little, looks like a...
It's a little, okay, so I didn't want to buy the jug. But she said you gotta have it. She unwrapped it. It was $2. I'll probably sell it for like $9.95. I won't do anything to it. It's cute.
Why didn't you want it? You could put like some little flowers in
I know. I didn't realize how cute it was till she unwrapped it. It's like a little stoneware jug.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's $9.95 all day long.
Looks like Jack's gonna come in and say hi. He can't be stopped.
Do you want to say hi, or you need something?
He's having a sad day. Redrick won't play with him. Summer's kicking in hard.
You can't get a snack.
Hey, don't show him in there. It's not clean right now.
What's in that box down there? Yeah, is there granola bars in there? I think there's organic granola bars. Get one. because you're obviously hungry.
So this little pedestal, I think, held something up here. This is foam. I don't know quite what it was for. It looked like it may have been a lamp or something at some point. There's a hole through there like a cord could have gone through, but
What's $1?
the rest of the lamp is missing. And we'll probably just take that foam off the top, paint that all one solid color, and done. We won't mess with it.
I hope my math's correct. I could be a little off. I don't have price tags to reference.
All right, Jack, shut the pantry
I do
door.
know what I paid in the total. So if you do the math and I'm wrong, just know that it was from somewhere in this world.
They
$4.
can't see you. Come peek over here and say hi.
Want to say hi?
They still can't see you. You're down
There he
below.
is. Say hi. You got a granola bar?
Alright.
That's not organic.
All right, go eat that, Jack.
Okay.
So
You
got
don't
this
like
fun
the
little
organic
shelf, also from the same yard sale. She's got all this good stuff, and she's gonna be in this camper for a year. So she is literally clearing out everything they own.
I think some of it was still in the box when they moved from their last house.
Yeah, maybe they've only lived close to us here for what,
About
8
like
months?
A year.
Has it been a year?
It's been a year.
Oh.
It's been a year.
But this is a fun shelf. I like the top. The shape of the top's kind of cool.
No price tag on them.
Nope, no price tag. Just the UPC.
Made in China, year 2000. That won't even get painted. I'll just clean it, and that'll be 20 bucks. It's cute.
please stop.
You're making noise. Okay, book page wreaths. Have you ever made one? Comment if you have, because they're a pain in the bum. I scored this. I think it was like $4.
They look awesome, but it takes the patience of a saint to get
I gotta
this.
go, Jack.
Go fix Jack. He's all over the place. He's climbing over stools and knocking on the window. He's having a good old time with our live video.
All right, and he's gone.
So how much would you sell this for?
Probably like 20.
This has got some natural door fading. Look at that. It was probably hung up in a window on the back side there.
It will look super cute staged with a mirror, which we happen to have right here.
We do have a mirror.
Oh, I didn't realize this mirror was quite
okay.
so legit.
Yeah, it's old.
I paid $10 for it.
Well, it's resin cast on the around it, but I'll bring it close so you can see
the
kind of
mirror
the
has some
damage.
imperfections. Yeah, we'll put
I
a.
don't hate the imperfections.
No,
on it.
I'll put some Flora transfer on it, an IOD transfer, because I don't. Every time I do one, it sells before I get it to the shop. So I'll paint the frame apothecary and then put a Flora IOD transfer in. It'll sell.
Desiree was showing me that when I picked it up from her house, and she's like, "I know you guys know how to fix this."
Yep. So it was $10. I'll sell it for about $90 with a transfer on it, and it won't take very long to paint the frame.
The frame is plastic.
Yeah, it unscrews. So you just unscrew it, paint it. In fact, we have apothecary in the spray gun, so we'll probably just spray it and then distress it, seal it, throw it back together, put a transfer on it.
I wonder if the mirror is older than the frame because it's got kind of like a yellowy tint to the mirror.
I don't think so. I don't think it's older, but it's cute.
So this
Little farmhouse situation.
So stay tuned. If you like this kind of style, this stuff, we're going to have some of these, not this particular style, but I'm designing some of these for the website. We're going to start making them.
So they can be shipped. So the faux window I paid $10 for, and I think I paid $4 or $5 for the wreath.
So $15 total.
And that wreath on sale at Hobby Lobby is $20. So that's when it's half off. So $4 or $5 for that wreath. That's a good deal, and $10 for this.
Well, plus this is already stained. It looks like it came raw wood, and she probably stained it. So now
the only thing I'm going to do is replace the yarn that she used to attach the wreath, and that's going to go in the shop just like that. And we'll air hose off the wreath so it's not dusty. And I'll probably sell that for about $60 with the wreath on it.
we figured out the milk stain. So we've got a video on that coming out Monday.
I know you guys were all really sad when we stopped carrying real stain number 2. We used some milk paint and we made our own faux stain, and it turned out amazing. I can't see any comments. I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, sorry. Jane's going to hit some comments here. We've been neglecting you and just talking.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, so many.
Yeah.
All right, you talk about that and I'll find some good ones.
Okay, so this is a little planner, and it's already got the liners in it, so it is ready to go. We don't even have to break the rules and not line it, because, you know, I don't really line that stuff. And it says plants in green. That'll go away most likely. It'll get probably a white dry brush of some sort over it.
Cheryl Atkinson, we went thrifting across the street at my neighbor's house at their yard sale.
Yep.
It was great. We had a busy day. I had brunch with my girlfriend because it's National Best Friends Day.
Natural.
And I had to get to brunch. So I was like, look, we don't have time to go to the thrift store. Let's just go across the street, and there's really great stuff. So.
All right, I'm gonna leave this back where it is. We're gonna take the camera off the tripod. We're gonna go flying and check out this cabinet back here. So you're gonna have to scoot your bum.
My friend Cindy says I look good since I've lost weight, and Cindy, this heart's for you. Let's see. I see if you have any other questions. Adelia is spilling the beans about all of our news.
Oh, Delia.
I know.
All right, so this is the cabinet that we traveled half an hour to go get. Only 15 minutes one way, so half hour total. And it's in really good shape. It's got a little bit of the veneers peeling in a couple places, but you know,
it belonged to this lady's grandmother, and she sold it for, you guys ready? $10. $10. It's good. The glass is in great shape. All the hardware's here. It's like mahogany.
Well, it's missing one knob.
Well, okay, one knob, but you know who's counting?
The knobs are easier to replace than the handles. You can just get like a random bronze knob somewhere, and it'll match the handles pretty well.
This will not be painted white because this will bleed like a stuffed pig. Just throwing that out there.
Jamie's thinking about keeping this. We'll talk more about that in a minute.
Yeah, if I keep it, I might paint it white because it'll be worth it.
All right.
I have an idea of what it would be good for.
So
don't show me Sydney got my muffin top. My roll's hanging out my belly.
I can't help that. So we've got this coffee table here. It's missing a foot, so it will remain on its back. But it's got these fun baskets. I think there's 4 of them.
4 baskets. It was $15.
And it has all its bun feet. This one needs quite a bit of repair down there, but it's got some pretty fun detail here. The top, it's a little rickety. It needs quite a bit, but the top's got that's probably a crazy angle, but there's the top on time. And that was what, $10?
15.
15 for that.
I think my neighbor was just gonna give it to me, but she's already given me furniture before. In fact, she bought a piece from me and gave me a piece, and then I sold that piece for $200. So I thought I should pay her for this one. And $15 that needs a foot replaced. I thought that was pretty good. And then the mirror that we showed you, I don't know if Seb showed you the price on that, was $10. So all total for everything we showed you tonight, including this China hutch and the mirror, everything was $75 for the entire haul.
What color do you want this little thing with its base and the topper?
White.
White. Hey,
that was a long pause.
You know, we've been doing a lot of whites, and we're going with grays and browns and blacks.
Yeah.
Less blues in the shop, and
we could paint it prairie gray if you want. No, paint it prairie gray, and then we'll do white wax.
Okay.
All right, so things that happened to us this week.
Wait, let me go get the prairie gray and then I'll come back.
Well, the first part of the week is just stuff that happened to me.
Yeah, you could tell them all that stuff.
On Tuesday, wait for it, I got Botox for the first time. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, you don't need Botox, you look so good. I'm okay with the way I look, but I just thought, try out something new. So I got Botox in my forehead. It takes 7 to 10 days to like work all the way. And I also did some fillers under my eyes because I have really bad bags. It's hereditary. And so we did fillers here and then fillers there. And if you hate Botox, I'm sorry I said it, but I'm always honest about things. And I was saving up my little pennies and I spent it. And so I can't do this. Hold on, wait. Hold on, are my eyebrows trying to touch?
I can't tell.
I can't do this. I can still raise my eyebrows here because she didn't put Botox here, but I had some here. But in next week or 2 weeks, so a week from Tuesday, it should be fully set in and it'll be a lot smoother. But she did like a little bit and then just a little bit of filler because she said you can always add more, but you can't take away. And it's not permanent. Botox lasts like 4 months and fillers last like 9 to 12. So I'm not sure I'm going to redo it. I don't know. But
let's tell them why you really bothered with this whole journey of facial things.
Why? Why did I do it?
Everybody keeps telling her she looks tired because of her natural hereditary bags under her eyes.
So it's true. You're telling me I had bags.
I won't deny it. You already did the stuff. I can say what I want.
Cindy says you should absolutely start now. Nothing wrong with maintenance.
Anyway, I'm painting this prairie gray.
Anyways, that's it. That's all I did. That's what happened on Tuesday. Then Thursday, I got Invisalign, and I'm working really hard to say words with S's And I'm working hard to stop doing this.
She was wearing her teeth out from the backside because of her overbite.
Yeah. So I got Invisalign, if you don't know, is just like braces. It's almost like clear retainers, and then you change out the trays. So instead of having big shiny braces, these are clear plastic. I figured it would be less obnoxious to watch me in them because they're not as noticeable, but I also can't say words with S's. So I inherited, I can't raise my eyebrows and scrunch them the way I used to, and I also can't say S's. So that's also what happened this week. You can tell them the next thing that happened.
The next thing that happened, well, if you watched yesterday's video and looked at the title of this video, you probably already know we bought a house, particularly the one that we looked at yesterday. That house had been on the market all of a day and a half when we went and saw it for the first time yesterday. And by the time we put in an offer yesterday, they'd already had multiple offers, and we countered. And then this morning, well, I guess it was this afternoon around like 2, they accepted our counter offer on that fixer-upper house. And we are, you know, there was a mixed bag of comments. Lots of people weighed in on that video. And we have some we have some big plans for that house that everybody's like, oh, don't get it, you're in over your heads, it's gonna be a money pit. We know. We're gonna like completely gut the upstairs and take it down to the studs because all of the fun characters mostly been taken out of it anyway. And do some stuff. Read some of those comments you're laughing about.
Well, let's see. We'll talk about the house in a minute.
Oh, are we back to the Botox again?
No. Hold on, wait. Marilyn Coslow, I love you. This is good. This means that I have a good lash lady. Just don't get those gosh awful fake eyelashes that some of the YouTubers have. They're not really fake eyelashes. I have eyelash extensions. I've had this for a long time. But in my defense, I don't color my hair. So there's that. And I only get a haircut like twice a week.
Some days I feel like her face is robbing Peter to pay Paul.
You know, you try to be on a 4K HD TV and you know people are watching them on 65 inches and you know your face is there, you start to get a little bit, you know, concerned. Even though everybody says it's okay, once you see yourself day after day, every now and then, you just gotta... Oh, I said I get my hair cut twice a week. I mean, twice a year. Sorry. I cut my hair twice a year and I don't color it. But the only reason I don't color it is because I don't have gray hair and I like my natural hair color. So... Anyways, so...
She was a blonde when I met her. That was like maintenance every 2 weeks when we were in high school.
So anyways, we are going to save money on the house that we're buying so that way I can afford, you know, some beauty product situations. So you were talking about the house. A lot of people commented on the video, like...
A lot of people are super excited about watching us do it.
They talked a lot about, like, you know, only buy it if it's $20,000, but where we live in Utah, the land that it sits on is worth about 150
to it'd be 150 to 170. It's a quarter acre close to downtown.
Yeah, so the land itself is worth that much. It's rather expensive. The house that we live in, we don't own, but it would be worth a little bit over $400,000 for the house that we live in, and it's good size, but it's not fancy, and we have a postage stamp yard. So that kind of tells you real estate's a little bit more expensive, and it was the absolute cheapest house on the market in the city of Lehi. Like,
there were only 4 homes when we were looking yesterday because we're like, oh, maybe this isn't the one. We'll look at other houses, you know, because we got pre-approval on the loan, so we're like, let's keep looking. So we're looking for fixer-uppers, and we looked. There were 4 homes total under $300,000. The other 3 were in really like poor neighborhoods where there's like 83 cars out in front of the house, and most of them are on blocks kind of situation.
So Renee, yeah, you get your own room. A lot of people were concerned about like how big the house is. We plan on doing an addition, adding like 2 to 3 bedrooms, at least 1 more bathroom.
Yeah, it only has 1 bathroom right now.
Is there something wrong with my teeth, Odelia?
No, my teeth.
That'll be...
Odelia got her braces off. She'd like you to know. That also happened this week.
Yeah, man, it's been a busy week. the bathroom situation will be fixed before we even move in. We're gonna do all this demo and hopefully have all of the exterior things done before it starts cooling off here, and still be living in this house while we fix that one up.
Yeah, we plan on staying here because we're not like selling this house to buy another one because we're renters. So it makes more sense to us, and I think it would save us more money in the long run to just stay here and just get to town going on that house.
Our videos are going to be less furniture and lots of that house flip, because that's what we're going to be doing every day. Everyone's concerned about how we'll run our business while we're flipping a house. Don't worry, we got that. We'll get it done.
Oh yeah, we also got a new employee.
Yeah.
Ivy. So that also happened this week. I'm like, could anything else happen this week? I don't know.
I've been training Harrington on the lathe.
Yeah, we got 2 new employees because Harrington's workforce too. So our children will help us with a lot of the projects. And a lot of what maybe you guys don't know because you've just always seen us do furniture. Zeb's just painting the inside of that.
I'm trying to paint the inside. It's being rough.
So my dad is a general contractor, or was. He's 86. But I grew up in the house building industry, and my dad is retired and will come out here and consult with us. Zeb's dad is an electrical engineer.
He's built 3 of the homes I've lived in. He can basically build anything.
Yeah, Zeb built kitchen cabinets when you were how old?
Oh, my dad was working long distance, and we did a kitchen renovation when it flooded, and I was 12 and built kitchen cabinets for the whole kitchen.
Yeah.
So
we do have, it's not like we're going in it blindly. We have not like renovated a home before in our married life, but both of us come from that background and have lots of resources, and we'll subcontract out stuff as needed. But we will try to do as much as possible ourselves because, you know, I have fancy taste on a little teeny budget because we're not getting like a renovation loan, so we're going to be paying for all of the things ourselves. So if you need to buy paint, you know, if you wanted to go to JamiRayVintage.com, we wouldn't be sad. Or if you wanted to join our channel membership, because what we're going to do is our videos we'll still wind up doing furniture videos because we still have the shop here. We're going to be flipping furniture. But a lot of our videos are going to be showing how to DIY the new house. So. And
we got to fill it with new furniture. So don't worry, there'll be plenty of that. And we still have the shop to keep full.
Yep.
So just for funsies, this is a picture off of Pinterest. This is not the house, but I've looked up in the attic and the rafters are like this. And we're gonna do this with the ceiling in the main living space. Oh, that's terrible. Get it out.
The family room, the kitchen, dining, like all that area is gonna do that.
Anyway, so we're gonna open it way up. It's gonna be vaulted ceilings throughout.
We'll do a lot of, so we'll go to Habitat for Humanity, get a lot of items that we can get from there. We're pretty sure there's a clawfoot tub in the bathroom. One of the things, if you guys are praying people, we could use prayers. I can say that there are a lot of things that have happened in trying to buy this house that are definitely miracles, but we still need to get through the financing, and we're self-employed, and we've been repairing our credit for the last like few years. So we're not the most A+ buyers in the world, but we do have a pre-approval, and we're just praying that everything.
We're going to be sweating it until escrow gets signed. Like,
yeah, so until
July.
we have full approval and the inspections are done, you know, it's never over till it's over. But I can tell you that there were multiple offers on this property, people that offered more money and better terms than us. And our realtor, if you watched our video, her name's Jessica. She wrote a little letter and she told them about our family and that we were from Utah and that we like this. So I don't know, we're LDS, and so we have wards, which is like a congregation, and then multiple congregations, like 8 congregations make up a stake. And I'm actually in, I'm over all the young women. I'm in the presidency for all the young women in our stake, which is over 8 congregations. And this house is in our stake boundaries, which means I could do the same calling that I'm doing now in church and work with these young women. So that's a huge blessing. It's in the same high school because there's 2 high schools in our town. It's in Lehi High School boundaries, which is important to us. It's also in Willow Creek boundaries, so our kids would go to the same junior high, and our little kids will be changing elementary schools anyways because the boundaries are changing.
They built a new elementary school down the road from us, so they'll be swapping anyway. We might just move them to the school where we're going to be living at.
It won't be that different. And so today we're a little crazy. We knew that the realtor was going to meet with the guy at 1 o'clock, and so I said, Zeb, let's drive by. So we drove by, we saw 2 trucks. And then we saw the realtor's car, and I said, they must be there going over offers. And so we drove by a few times, and then we pulled over about, what, like 2 blocks away. And I said, you know what, we need to say a little prayer. And so I said a little prayer, and I just told Heavenly Father, I just said, if it's your will that we're supposed to be here, we know that there's people offering more money than us, but we know that if it's in your plan that it'll happen. And if it's not in your plan, just let us know what you want us to do and where you want us to go, and we will do it. And that, it was very simple, very quick. We ran around for a while, and then we drove back by, and we saw that the car had left.
The realtor had left, so we're like, Jessica, what did he say?
Yeah, so we texted our realtor, and they had accepted our offer, and yeah, and they said that they had accepted it because, so the house belonged to an old lady. Her name was Sister Webb. Sister is not nun, that's just what we call everybody in our congregation. She had passed away and her children own it, and they said they felt like it would honor their mother and their father if they sold it to a family instead of an investor. And then today, we went by after everything was signed and the offer was accepted, and the neighbors to the left of us were outside, and we introduced ourselves and got to know them. And they have 5 kids, and some of which are in high school and junior high. They actually have 7 kids, but they have 5 kids still at home. And
a lot of kids.
So nice and amazing. He's actually a member of what we call the bishopric. So there's a bishop and 2 counselors that help run the congregation. So he's a member of the bishopric, and it was just nice to meet him. And he is awesome and humble, and his wife is really sweet. And they were kind of excited to see what we would do with the property. So
they've lived next door for a long time. They've only been into the entry of this house. So maybe we'll have to give them a tour when we're all done.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Amber's and unique gift. She sent $25 here to the new house.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. That is so sweet of you. So it's just one of those things.
I'm gonna use that to buy a cool lamp.
Yeah, we'll call it the Amper lamp. It rhymes, Amper lamp.
There you go.
We were thinking like a week ago about we just buy property and build. And then all of a sudden this came up. In fact, my realtor, we've been friends for a long time. We met because I sold her a dresser.
Yeah.
And
a long time ago before I ever quit my job.
She used to paint furniture, then she became a realtor. I mean, it's probably, we've known her for 7 or 8 years. She's been very patient with us. She's the one that kind of got us started working on our credit, and she found the house and she said, I know you're not really thinking about buying a fixer-up anymore, but just humor me. But I think that she knew if she could get us in that house that we would be interested in it, because it's really awesome. So we're super excited. We have some collaborations that we're hoping to do. I already actually reached out to some friends that are YouTubers that live here locally that do this sort of thing. So I won't mention names until we actually work with them, but I am excited to let you meet some new people that I know in the industry and maybe help, you know, expand
less furniture flipping, more house flipping.
Yeah, expand your YouTube addiction, because we've got some really great friends that YouTube.
Because we said flip, we're gonna basically be fixing it up like we're gonna live there for the next 100 years, and it won't necessarily be a lot more expensive because we're gonna DIY a lot of that stuff like we always do, and show you guys how we're doing that through the process, and do it on the cheap, as inexpensive as we possibly can, but still have it look really good.
Oh, Cindy from Vintage Sin says, I'm going to Debbie's on Monday to try to get one of my 40/40 flips. She's motivated to help us.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, my rocking chair sold, so that's super exciting. We've got a few more things from the 40/40 flip still at Debbie's. So, yeah, Joe, we saw that troll, and he's gone. So yeah, we're super excited. My plans are, it may sound a little weird, but I don't want carpet in the entire house. All the floors will just be painted white.
So the thing about carpet, it snows all winter long, and just the kids with 5 children coming in and out, it gets gross real quick. So we just get rugs. We put rugs in high traffic areas. Yeah, and you know, the other thing about like painting it white, we won't not have like they'll be fluffy warm rugs. And when the kids get the rugs dirty, you can completely just buy new ones. Eliza's rug in her bedroom, I think, was like $29.95 at IKEA, and it's a big fluffy gray rug. So it'll be not expensive ones, but we'll put them around and use them to decorate, and it'll be just an easier way to clean with allergies and things. One of the things we did mention in the video is that the house has no creaks. Like it's got a basement dug out,
And it has no creaks. The floor is very level. There's no big cracks in the outside or inside. We saw one spot where there's a little bit of water, like damage in the ceiling, but other than that, everything looked really, really good. And we have had more rain than we've ever had in any spring, and the basement was completely dry.
Dry Creek was flooding.
Yeah, so the basement was completely dry, and it's been wet enough that even if they sucked it up, there would still be water. There's no way they would be able to hide that.
Well, and we're also planning on getting rid of the roofing anyway. It's in the plans and in the budget because it's really old, and we're going to be redoing some of the roof lines anyway with the addition. So.
I think the kids are fine with the move. Odelia's going to be like, oh, yeah, they're smiling. One of Eliza's best friends is thinking of moving. Another one is moving. So there's a lot of transition going on in our neighborhood anyways. In fact, our bishop is going to be moving where we live. So I think they're okay. And like I said, it's in our stake, which means we know people in the congregation will be attending. And the kids, it's only like 4 or 5 minutes from here. There's a park really close by. The kids will be able to walk to the school that's close by.
We got like 3 apple trees in the back.
And there's 3 apple trees. One is probably the only one that's going to make it because the other 2 are starting to die. But the neighbors next door have a giant tree, so that'd be nice.
All right,
Are we going with a metal roof? Funny you should ask that. We actually found the next door neighbors on the other side have a beautiful metal roof. And that is one thing I'm willing to splurge on. Like, we will probably DIY and make everything else ourselves, but I would love, love, love that roof.
Well, it's cool because it's not like big corrugated panels. It's metal shingles, and they have like an interlocking system. I looked into it, and they look good. They look like almost like slate on the roof.
Is it streaming okay, Odelia? It was hanging up on my end. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll re-log in.
All right, this is super shiny. I'm gonna go with White Swan. Naturally, you know, we paint all the dark things with light colors and the light things with dark colors. And it's probably going to easily take 2 or 3 coats because it's so shiny, but it will stick pretty well.
I can't work this today.
Are you struggling with the internet?
I am struggling with the internet. So, yeah, the gray he was using was Prairie Gray, and now he's using White Swan.
Prairie Gray almost feels like a dull brown color to me. It's unique. It's like a gray, but it's brown.
So Leah, how old is the roof? I don't know. I know the HVAC is new. With the addition, we're probably going to have to put in a second unit because I don't believe that what's in there will be big enough. We're almost doubling square footage with what we're planning on doing. Let's see. Oh, but the roof that's over the family room, which was the old.
It was like a carport that they closed off.
Yeah. It's newer than what's on the actual house. So we'll find out.
We're gonna have, so my cousin does a lot of like real estate investing, the one that owns this home here. And she said, better than getting a home inspector, you're better off, since you already know a lot of the problems, you're better off just having like licensed contractors come in, like an electrician, a plumber, a roofer, and just have them tell you what they, like give a bid on it. And that'll give you a good idea of what you need to fix and what you need to do. And they'll tell you all the problems with it and why you need to fix it. And then we can either contract with them or do it ourselves.
Yeah. All right. So Tiffany Johnson had a question about DIY paint. Is it normal for the second coat of DIY paint to pull the first coat off? So what happens, it doesn't happen when we do it, but that's just because we know what to do. So what happens is when you put that second coat on, it will reactivate the first coat because it's wet and water activates the paint. So what you need to do is make sure the paint underneath is completely dry, and then you're going to brush soft. So a lot of people will push really hard when they're brushing. You just need to brush softer so you don't pull off that first coat. And then once it's sealed, it's not going to come off because then it's no longer water soluble. Okay, let's see.
So this is pretty shiny, and the first coat, you can see if I were to start coming down here, it would probably start getting really streaky, and when you do that, you almost have a tendency to keep brushing at it, and it just keeps rubbing more off because the paint's trying to dry, but you just keep rubbing it off.
D Hart, we wish we could get YouTube to fix Community for an iPad. However, if you will email customercare@jamirayvintage.com, she can put you on the email list for people that can't get onto Community, and then she'll just make sure she, like once a month when we send out the stuff, she sends it out, an email out to a bunch of people. She can email you all the links and everything so you don't miss out on anything. But you just need to email customercare@jamirayvintage.com, and Caitlin will make sure that you have the links and the passwords that you need. And also give her your first and last name. She just needs to verify you are in the group because we do have a master list.
That's the one thing YouTube gives us, like a whole list of all the members for the channel membership. So speaking of that, if you are a channel member, we have the chapter is out, and the password for the chapter works for all the chapters. It's retroactive. They're all in a group, in a file together on the site with the links. So you can, if let's say you're new and you just joined this month, we didn't want to leave people in the dark on like what chapters 1 through 5 were, so you can only read chapter 6. So it works for all the chapters. They're available all the time if you have the password, and that changes from month to month. The password does. So make sure you're using the password. The printables only last 2 months at a time. We take those back down once they've been up for 2 months. So if you joined just now, you can't get January, March, or April's printable.
So this is painted prairie gray. We have that question. Caitlin says we need to change up something because she had 2 people on the email list that were not monthly subscribers. So you can still email Caitlin and she'll check for you and at least get you the links for this month. But we'll figure it out. We want to make sure you're getting the stuff.
Yeah, we don't want to leave anyone in the dark and not getting their things.
The bank actually does not see the inspection. They only see the appraisal. We're not getting an FHA loan. So as long as the appraiser, is like the house isn't falling apart, which it's not. You could live in the house the way that it is.
It's livable. It's just got like a bunch of kind of janky things that an old house gets over the years as multiple people fix on it.
Yeah, for sure. So D Dollar says, I painted my first wooden spoons and 2 rolling pin handles yesterday.
Nice.
Could you please advise a general ballpark? So I haven't painted wooden spoons before, so I can't tell you.
I would say close probably to the same as the rolling
pins.
Maybe a little more.
Rolling pins, we ask $10.95 for them. We usually pay $1 or $2. All we do is paint the handles and then we sell them for $11.
All right, now I'm gonna let that sit and dry.
Gotcha, Caitlin. All right. Well, anyways, if you are a channel member and you have problems, you can always email Caitlin and we'll make sure you get the stuff. Budgeting a solar roof system if you can.
YouTube hasn't been super supportive with the channel membership. Like they launched it and then they're like, here you go, and they don't give us a lot of info on it. So we try to do everything we can on our end to make sure you guys get all of the perks.
Okay, I'm gonna get my brand new stencil container. If you guys haven't watched Wednesday, we found an awesome way to store stamps and stencils. So definitely check out that live video. We, on Waste Not Wednesday, salvaged an old toolbox and turned it into stencil storage.
Do you want to paint anything else we got? Or are you just
can paint that little candlestick.
The little one? Okay, I got to get the foam off of this. I might use this razor blade I've got right here. Can you guys see all right? Yeah, you can see. So we like this toolbox we painted so much, we just keep it over here behind the mirror in the living room where, I mean, we're mostly craft here anyway, right here at the kitchen counter. So it's real handy just right over there. And it's cute enough that Jamie's just like, whatever, I don't care, I like it. So one of the cool things that I've been wanting to do for a long time, we'll probably build the cabinets in this home, but I've been wanting to build a really cool kitchen island, so I am excited about that. I'm also going to we'll have probably a staircase or 2 in the house, so I'm going to be building the banister. I'll be doing all the turning for the spindles on that, and then the newel posts, and so that'll be a fun thing. We got fun plans for the porch outside, opening that up and kind of restoring it to what it used to be and what it would have looked like. So it's a Craftsman era home, so we're not gonna farmhouse it to death. We want to kind of keep it a little bit period, but
Farmhouse in it. Where's the little seat?
Jamie says we're gonna be farmhouse in it. They're in the drawer, in the top. They're with the stenciling stuff.
That makes too much sense.
They're in the very top. The very top.
The Jimmy top.
Yep.
There we go.
Jamie couldn't find her brush. I put the stencil brushes in with the stencils in the organizer.
Well, it makes sense that you would put them together. So if you guys are new to our channel, you wouldn't know this, but if you're old, then you do know this. We have our own line of stencils. It's JRB Stencils. And I'm going to be using the flower, fresh cut flower market one, but I'm just going to be using part of it. I'm going to center that on here. I'm going to use White Swan over the top of this, and my little C brush. Now the trick with stenciling is you want your brush to be almost dry, because if it's too wet, it gets under the edges. And you should tape down your stencils, and you should also wait for the base coat to dry. I mean, there's a lot of things that I'm doing wrong here, but this is live. Okay, does that look centered to you?
Let me eyeball it from above.
I feel like it's centered, because see the fresh is centered.
Here, move your hand. You go this way, just.
Here, look, watch. It's centered. Okay.
All right, go ahead and do it. I'll hold it for you.
Well, what are you doing?
You got it?
Why do you have that down so far?
Oh, what are you doing? Just the.
I want it move. No, don't touch.
You're just doing the flower market. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want it up a little.
Gotcha.
Okay, we're going for it.
Is that the white over the prairie gray?
Yeah. And the prairie gray will get much darker when sealed. So you're just going to go up and down and pounce it. We actually have a bunch of new summer stencils that have just come out that have been selling like crazy, and the grain sacks. Can a person make their own transfers like Iron Orchid? Nope, but you could do decoupage.
Yeah.
If it's on furniture, you just got to cut it out and decoupage it.
I mean, unless you had like the manufacturing capability to do it, because Iron Orchid, I mean,
They can't even do it. They have a manufacturer.
Yeah.
It's not like the Iron Orchid.
They design them up and then they send them to the manufacturer and they make them and then they proof them and
They're
get them
made
ready
by
to
a
go.
very expensive machine, and they're very high quality. They're not. There's this thing where it's like dots per inch or whatever that keeps it from being fuzzy, and theirs is awesome. Very good image quality.
Oh, are you talking about the DPI?
Yeah, something like that.
That's the dots per inch.
All right. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? Okay, so we've got a little bit where I didn't tape it off, so it's over the edge. And with DIY paint, even if I let this dry completely, I can get it wet and it will come off. If you're using an acrylic, make sure to clean your stencils right away, because then it will make it hard. I usually just use a scrub brush and Dawn on it, but be careful around little parts because you can like rip those up. But these are really thick, so they hold up while they're scrubbing. Can I borrow that for a second?
You need my prairie gray brush?
Yeah, I had some accidents.
Okay.
There we go.
Prairie gray is the color of the week. We painted a few things this color.
Okay, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, we opened a can and it's still going, so we got to use it up.
How do you get a manufacturer to work with you? So this manufacturer is somebody that actually knew me from my YouTube channel. So I've never actually looked up for a manufacturer before. They kind of found me. So I don't know that one. Let's see.
I would guess that there's some prototyping and things on your end. You pitch them a design if you want to actually go look for them, almost like a graphic artist would do. And then if they like it, they'll pick you up. If they don't like it, then you go to the next person.
I'm trying to blow on this to make it dry so I can distress it. But I actually did pretty good. There's not a lot of, here, I'll go up close so you guys can see. There we go, ta-da! And this would be really cute with some fake IKEA plants in it. Here, we'll
You gonna test it out? You got some fake IKEA plants over there?
I do.
Somewhere hiding. Oh, you have a ton in the closet that I just put in there. Is that where you're headed?
No, those are lemons and...
Oh, lemons. Hey, it's summertime.
This says flower market.
That's true.
Ta-da! So picture like 3 of those in there. Isn't that so cute?
All right, I think this is almost dry. We can just about wet distress it and wax it. I'm gonna go get the heat gun out and just real quick on that, so we can show you what that looks
I would
like.
just wet distress the base. The top got spray painted gold. It needs a second coat.
Oh well, it's ready for its second coat then.
All right. I'll do that while you do that.
Okay.
Tag team.
I'm just moving that out of my way.
Thanks, Nicole. I think it is cute. I love a little stencil on a box. Oh, when you painted white, you flung white
I know,
flecks
I've got
on
it
that.
all on this too. It'll wet just, I was just looking at that. I'm like, how did that get white flecks on it?
So this is the second coat. I did not wait 2 hours, so I am not brushing hard at all. And I also am fully aware that it could brush off because it didn't set up for any amount of time. But you just want to brush really soft with this DIY paint. Once it hardens and you seal it, this thing, it almost sticks to anything. Mandy bought the drawer pulls. So, oh, you bought the ones from the dresser.
They were from the nightstands.
From the nightstands. Awesome. I actually shipped those. Did I ship those today? I was supposed to ship them today. If they didn't get shipped today, they'll get shipped Monday.
I think they got shipped.
I don't know that they did because never mind. I got distracted. They'll get shipped on Monday. Caitlin's coming. She's my brains. She told me to ship them.
So I've just got a damp cloth, water on it. People are sometimes like, yeah, well, of course it'd have water on it. Sometimes you could put vinegar or something else on it.
You could use a baby wipe, actually.
So I'm just brushing a little bit of this paint back and bringing that fake wood finish that was on it.
So,
I think I'm going to leave the white flecks because we're white waxing it, right?
Yep. Yeah, that'll be fine. I don't know. There you go.
You don't like those
They're
ones?
like too much white.
I'm still going over it with that wet.
That's all right. All right, so how much did we pay for the house? I guess we'll probably tell you guys anyways.
Yeah, we're going to be full disclosure on what it costs because we kind of want to give you that anyway, so you kind of know. Our area is going to definitely be different than your area, but materials-wise, that should be pretty close across the U.S. at least.
So we paid $258,000 for the house, and mind you, it is the cheapest house in Lehi, and that's why there was a bidding war. We initially offered $245,000, found out more offers came in, we upped it to $258,000, and then we actually bumped it a little to cover closing costs, but the other offers were actually even more than that, so it's a little bit crazy. Am I developing my own line of stains? No, but we used milk paint, watered down, and we stained nightstands. So if you go to Instagram or Facebook, you can see those nightstands. They turned out amazing, really close to real stain number 2, less expensive, and they turned out awesome.
Monday's video is a full DIY on refinishing those pieces and doing the stain. So make sure your notification bell is checked so you can go check that. If you haven't checked it in a while, YouTube sometimes clicks it off for you and you'll miss videos.
Caitlin, I did go to USPS today, but I thought that they were still on the desk. But if you say you put a label on them, then they got shipped because we went to USPS today. We went to the shop today, we dropped off a bunch of furniture that we painted, and we went to the post office first thing. So let's see. Oh, Caitlin says she promised. All right, well then they're on the way because I dropped everything off. Okay, what am I gonna do with the cupboard behind me? We forgot to tell you. So I'm thinking this would make an amazing linen closet in a bathroom. So we may paint it and put it in the shop, but I also might save it, so we'll see.
The trouble is we're gonna run out of saving stuff real quick.
What are you trying to say?
You might want to put our hat on that for a week or two.
We'll see, but I think it'd be amazing. You could put towels and baskets and then cleaning products in it. It would be awesome. There you go. So Monday, make sure you guys hit that notifications bell so you can catch Monday's video. We show you how we finished transforming the desk that we turned into 2 nightstands. And then we did 2 more nightstands, and we finished a dresser that we showed you a few weeks ago that was like yellow. We painted it white and put some bundle knobs on it. And then we talked to you about how we use milk paint to do a stain. So, April, build the new garage first for storage.
The garage is on the list. We're trying to, now that we've gotten the offer accepted and the bank has been like, yeah, mostly go, we're starting to look at things. We're going to try to hunt up an architect to help us design the addition so that it's right. I'll probably do all of the building or most of it, but we'll at least find someone to design it up correctly.
Huh. Sorry, I don't mean to be yawning.
Because that is out of my area of expertise. I don't do that.
Yeah, Cindy, we rent the house we're in now. We've lived here for almost 9 years. We rent it from Zeb's cousin, so we get a pretty good deal in rent. And she's allowed us to do a lot of fun projects in here, so that's been fun. Yes, Carrier, Utah is extremely pricey for real estate. We have one of the best economies in the nation, or at least we used to. I haven't looked up in a while.
I think it's still going strong.
We have a lot of tech companies, especially here in Lehi. They actually call it Silicon Slopes because we have Adobe and Microsoft and Micron and all these big companies, tech companies have offices here. fairly close to actually where we live now, and so we're actually
like
excited.
walking distance away from where we
Yeah,
live
we're
now.
actually excited to be moving away from here because the traffic around our neighborhood, because of all the recent businesses that have been moved in, is pretty bad. It's hard. Sometimes it can take 20-30 minutes just to get on the freeway if you're going during rush hour, and literally you can see the freeway from my front porch, so it's not even that far. So there you go. Maureen says, whoever rents the house you're living in is going to have a very nice house since we did all the renovations. Yeah, we're hoping so.
I'm guessing my cousin's going to weigh up the rent once we move out.
Yeah, probably.
Wait until we move out, though.
Everything will get like a new fresh coat of paint. I'm thinking that we may wind up finishing painting out all the cabinets in the bathrooms just so they match the kitchen.
We have 2 bathrooms we haven't painted.
Yeah, we have 2 bathrooms we haven't painted. So make sure that all the cabinets are nice and crisp and white swan. So that way it's in good shape for my cousin when she's ready for whoever rents it after us. What is the weather like here in Utah? It's cold in the winter. We get lots of snow, and it's hot in the summer, but we only have about 10 days over 100. It's not humid. Even though we've had a ton of rain, it's not humid at all. It's very, very dry.
In the winter, if your stuff's outside, the snow will get it real bad. Like it'll rot away like any wood or metal or anything like that if it's not sealed properly.
So our house closes in a month, and we're estimating it'll take 6 months to finish the renovations, but I would really like it done in like 3 months because we're going to be paying for the new mortgage, the rent here, and then, you know, coming up with renovations. So we'll see. We're doing it all ourselves because even though it's faster to have somebody else do it, it doesn't make economic sense to hire somebody else. Plus, we want to show you guys how to do all this stuff.
Yeah, we're going to DIY it and show you all the fun little, just like what we do with the furniture. We'd be like, hey, we found this over here at Habitat for Humanity, and this dresser is going to be the vanity in the bathroom, and we found this mirror down at the thrift store, and it's the mirror in the bathroom, and, you know, all that fun stuff.
Tina likes my makeup, and she says my eyebrows look good. They are one of the things that is all mine, these eyebrows. I might have fake eyelashes, but these eyebrows are mine. I used to have a unibrow when I was in junior high, and that has paid off because big brows are back. So I'm gonna rock it. Deb's Oregon, it will mean more doing it ourselves. And you know, here's the thing. Right now, Utah has a housing shortage, which is why real estate is so expensive, one of the many reasons. And subcontractors don't show up. They do shoddy work, or they take your money and leave. I mean, I'm not saying all subcontractors are like that. I know a lot of really good ones, but they have bigger, better things where they can make more money on than my home renovation.
They're working on entire housing developments where they're working on like 8 houses at a time.
So it makes it very difficult to get somebody to commit to a smaller project. So it might actually be faster to do it ourselves, and we'll know exactly how it's done as opposed to hiring it out, because then you have to wait on the subcontractor, and I don't really want.
If you're not doing a big housing development,
or you're like not a flipper that's doing stuff all the time.
HVAC guys, like a good HVAC guy is like 6 months out to even like come talk to you and get you your stuff. So like if you need repairs or whatever, that you're kind of on a waiting list.
Laura says, I just realized you have to take apart the pergola. And
we do have to take apart the pergola.
Playhouse and the trampoline, but that's okay.
It's all right. It'll come apart and we'll mostly get it back together right.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's no big deal.
All that furniture will go with us. Might have to pour a new concrete pad for the pergola. There's nothing in the back.
There's no, but we're going to be pouring a foundation anyway, so we'll figure out where we want to put the pavilion, and then we'll just pour that while we're there.
All right, so this wax is not dry. None of this is dry or set. We're kind of rushing it. The only reason I've been using the heat gun is because we're trying to get it done during the live video. Otherwise, I would like poke this out in the garage and deal with it Monday.
Teresa says Jack needs his backyard. That is true. He's also requested a pool.
And they all want a dog.
And I was like, look, I don't really want a dog. I love dogs. They're great, but I don't want to deal with one because I have too many children.
Not in the middle of a renovation.
But maybe how about a pool?
She's trying to tempt him with a pool. That's like down the road, if we even have room in the yard.
That's a long ways away. But that would just like, if I got a pool, I would definitely never leave the house.
Yeah, so we're fixing it like we're gonna stay there. but we're doing it on the cheap, so we'll still have quite a bit of equity in it when
Oh
we're
yeah,
all done.
Caitlin said she would be sad if we got a dog because then she couldn't come over with Spencer because he's allergic to him.
Yep.
So there we go. We can't have a dog because of Spencer. I forgot about that. I would have remembered eventually, but yeah, I don't want one.
We'd have probably already had the dog by the time you remembered.
We'll just get chickens.
Chickens are coming back.
Yeah, Caitlin said just get chickens. Can I ask how old we are? Tell me to butt out if you don't want to share. Okay,
I'm 37. I'll be 38 in November.
And I will be 37 in September. I'm 36. I know, I look much younger now that I can't squish my eyebrows together since I got Botox.
All right, I finished one project during the live video. So how much would you sell this for, all completed, Jamie? Full of lemons, full of fake lemons.
We're probably not getting a pool, guys, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So it would be $20-ish plus the cost of the lemons.
So here, let me bring you up close here. You can kind of see the gold playing with the prairie gray, and
It
then
really changed it.
and I even got back a little bit. Some of that gold came off, and I've got, I don't know if you can see it, if it'll focus enough. There's some of like the bronzy brass color that was underneath it originally.
Yeah, we'll wash. So the glass is a little bit dirty. We'll just throw that in the dishwasher. Yes, we got rid of our chickens when we redid our backyard because the coop was shot and we did not want them free ranging all over the new stuff. If we get chickens at the new house, we'll just build a big area for
The new
them.
house has a big enough yard. We can
Yeah.
put a space in there big enough for them to kind of run around and be enclosed without feeling like
Yeah.
we're torturing them.
And Lehi City, like, I heard a cow.
Yeah, there was a cow.
It's a very old town. The high
It's-
school is over 100 years old. So there's a lot of grandfathered in properties. There's people that have, like, the people right next to us have 3/4 of an acre. Like, we have only 1/4 of an acre, but there's some bigger lots, people with horses, livestock. In fact, the Lehi Roundup Rodeo Livestock Parade is coming here
Well,
pretty
even
soon.
when we moved
So-
up here 10 years ago, just right over on the other, like probably a 1/4 mile away was all farm. Like it was all farm, like planted farms. So, and now it's all houses 10 years later.
Oh, my birthday is, should I tell people my birthday?
I don't know.
Is that like a private thing you're not supposed to let? I mean, if you follow me on social media, you're going to know. My birthday is September 8th. If you ask me my social security number, I'm not going to tell you that. Or what else will I not tell you? That's about it. I'll pretty much tell you everything else. I'm down to 163.9 pounds, in case you were wondering. I worked out 5 days this week at Orange Theory, and I'm to the point where I actually like to work out. And today I had to fight the urge to go to the gym. So that was
Saturday, we slept into the ripe old tune of like 6 o'clock.
Why are you not using a mallet to put the paint lid back on?
I just pressed it on. We'll have it open again in a couple days, maybe a day or two. It's not going to dry out.
He's freakishly strong.
Oh yeah, they're on there tight. It's all right. We use our paint enough that we don't worry about it drying out or going bad.
Oh, Cheryl got her white IKEA Ektorp love seat today and she loves it. So here's a tip about white IKEA couches. When you wash them and bleach them, I like to put them straight from the washer. Now, if you live somewhere humid, this might not work, but it's very dry in Utah. I like to take them straight from the washer and put them on my couch so that way they dry on the couch and they don't get all wrinkled. And then if I need to, I have like a steamer and I'll steam them, but I do not put them in the dryer. Karen Hills, I love Lehi. I graduated from Lehi High in 1981.
Nice.
Yeah. So part of the letter that they shared with them is like that we have a Lehi cheerleader and we have a Lehi football player and a wrestler at our house. So we have lots of Lehi pride. All right.
I'm gonna finish wet distressing this, and then I think we're.
Yeah, we're at 9:28.
We done?
So how do I get such sharp lines while doing stencils? First off, my lines aren't super perfect, but you want a very dry stencil brush, almost so dry that there's like, it feels like you need to put more paint on it. And then you're just gonna stencil up and down. If you have too much paint, like at all on your stencil brush, it will bleed. But if you stipple up and down with your motion and you use a very dry paintbrush, you will have way crisper lines. And then just lightly distress and it'll be perfect. Have we all been to Texas? We have.
My parents used to live by by Houston in Damon, Texas.
Yeah, so...
They don't live there anymore, though.
Hope wants to know how long we've been YouTubing. It's been
3
almost
years.
4 years. August is 4 years. We set up our channel 4 years ago, but we didn't make a video till August. So August will be 4 years since we started YouTubing. So, all right. Well,
Wait, I'm going to show them this waxed.
Oh, sorry. We're going to keep going.
Tell them how to be channel members or something.
Oh, okay. So if you guys have not joined our channel membership, we'd love for you to join. You get an extra live video, an extra edited video, a chapter to our book. You also get extra emojis, and you get a free printable that you can print off at least 100 times every month. And this month it's lemon themed for summer, and it's really cute. It's lemons in a dough bowl.
I think you can show
I'm super excited about that one. To join, next to the subscribe button, there's a join, and you just click that. All the information's in there. Anybody can join worldwide. And if you don't know how to do that, like if you can't see the join button, if you just click the down button on any description from any video since January, there's a channel membership link in there for you.
Hang on, I'm trying to find...
She's trying to find
the printable for you guys.
Did you send it to Caitlin?
I think I sent it to myself.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. You can go show them that big.
So it's a watercolor.
If you flip it up, it'll show them big.
Okay. It's a digital watercolor, and oops, hold on, let's see. It's bad lighting. How do you want me to show them this?
You have to angle it. You have to angle it almost flat.
Like that?
Sure, but now you gotta twist it all crazy.
Okay, can you guys see that?
I can do it in a minute if you can't.
There you go. Boom.
So that's the printable this month. So you can print that off for yourself. You can sell it in your shop up to 100 copies if you want to print that off. And it's only $5 to join.
And it's good for, we leave them up for 45 days. So.
Is it 45 days or 2 months? I've been leaving them up 2 months.
Okay, well, we'll guarantee that you'll have access to them for 45 days from the time that they go up. So somebody asked that question.
Yeah.
All right, let me get back on there, see if anybody asked any questions while I was
All right, I'm almost ready. So lots of fun news tonight.
Cynthia, if you haven't been able to access community, email customercare@jamirayvintage.com and we will help you out as much as we can. And Caitlin dropped that membership link in there. Thanks, Sandy. It's been hard to work out, but I've been feeling a lot better, and I just want to be healthy and be in shape and fit into my jeans mostly. Christine lost 101 pounds in the last year. That's amazing. Good job. Zeb's lost, how many pounds are you down now?
I'm kind of plateaued. I've lost 21 pounds since February.
Awesome. Yeah, 21 pounds.
But now I've been working out more, and because it doesn't hurt my knees to run like it used to 21 pounds ago. So I've been eating more and not losing as much weight. But I'm just moving it, right? I'm just moving it different places because I'm working out, right?
Julia's down 30 pounds. That's awesome. I'm actually looking into running the Ragnar relay with one of my girlfriends. So we'll see if I do that. I never thought I would say that in a million years, but I also never thought I'd be working out 5 days a week. So.
This is the girl that was like, yeah, I'll go running with you when we were in high school. And we made it like maybe half a mile. And she's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I've never worked out.
All right, guys, we will catch you later. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Make sure you go to JamiRayVintage.com. We use Prairie Gray, White Swan, and White Wax along with a Flower Market JRB stencil. So don't forget to check that out. Hit subscribe and the notification bell if you haven't, because we want to meet with you every Saturday. We also go live on Wednesdays, and we reclaim junk, and we have DIY videos. And hopefully soon, house flipping, fixer upper, not flipping, house restoration.
Yeah,
videos.
Restoration. We're not flipping it. We're going to stay there a minute.